Hey kids, it's time for another terrible video. This time, we're covering the queen of bullshit. Well, the first of 3 absolute bullshit champions, that is. Like, do you ever just try to get away with something completely reasonable, and then you just don't get to because they get to do unreasonable things and they just go,
"You got outplayed, you suck ass balls at League."
Well, that pretty much summarizes Akali for you. Which is the champion we're talking about, if it wasn't clear. You know, by the thumbnail and everything. I really don't know what to tell you, man. If you didn't know it was Akali at this point, then man, I appreciate you for just clicking on my video randomly. But yeah, we're talking about Akali. I suppose we should start talking about her abilities, because there's a lot to cover here, and we have limited time. You know, you can't really sit there for an hour, so let's just jump right into it. 5th attempt at explaining all of Akali's abilities in one take. I'm doing this just to see how long the recording gets, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Akali's passive makes it so that whenever she hits a damaging ability on an enemy champion, it leaves a mark on the ground. When she walks towards the edge of the circle, she gains bonus movement speed. Once she is out of the circle, she empowers her next auto attack and gets bonus movement speed towards enemy champions. Akali's Q is 5-point strike, which deals damage in the direct cone in front of her, or, well, wherever you pointed the mouse, and deals bonus damage to minions once at max rank. Akali's W is Shroud, which leaves a shroud beneath her, slightly edged towards where her cursor is. Once she drops the shroud, she gains bonus movement speed for a brief period, and in Shroud, she will gain stealth. Akali's E is Shuriken Flip. Shuriken Flip throws a projectile in a target direction, and she moves backwards. Well, in the opposite direction. She can then reactivate this if this hit anything or hit the shroud to travel further. Both of these deal damage, meaning you can proc your passive twice off of it. Akali's ultimate is Perfect Execution. The first activation of Perfect Execution is a point-and-click ability that takes you in target direction. It can be flashed out of, and it will deal damage once you pass the champion. The second activation deals increased damage for up to 150%, I believe, though do not quote me on this, and numbers are subject to change. Both of these obviously allowing you to proc your passive again. And that's it at almost 2 minutes. God. This champion's fun. Akali is such a fun champion. Now, that might not sound too overly complex, but I mean, when you get to do shit like this, you'll understand what I mean. I mean, seriously, in what world is that okay? When did Riot just decide, you know what? We're gonna let someone do that. It's like fucking Yasuo all over again. Jesus Christ. Anyways, on to build path. You know, build path's actually pretty simple. You want to get your Gunblade as soon as possible. Though, you can't get a Tiamat first and buy Mobies and start roaming. Though generally speaking, your core items include Gunblade and, well, Lichbane. Though Lichbane can be avoided if you just want to go double pen instead. There's a lot you can do here. Though you want to build full AP. If you want to get a real bit tanky, you can buy a Death Stance later on. There's a lot you can do with Akali and her build path, and it's kind of what makes her a lot of fun. You can also buy Mobies if you want to start roaming instead of Sorks. You can buy defensive boots. Akali has a lot of choice, which is partially what makes her so special and so powerful, is the fact that you can build for any situation, right? Need some tank stats? Buy a Sterox, it's a good item. Need some more damage? Buy yourself a Lichbane or a hat. You can do pretty much whatever you want in that situation. And honestly, I kind of love that about Akali. Though, I am under no illusion that Akali is a fair and balanced champion. Runes is the exact same story, by the way. Like, I'm not even kidding. If you were to look at like the top Akali mains and see their runes, you would not understand half of that shit. Like, what runes you're supposed to take on Akali. Like, if you need some help getting through tanks, go Conqueror. You want Presence of Mind. Presence of Mind is the most important rune. But like, beyond that, go Conqueror if you need to get through tanks. If you need a lane sustain, and go Fleet Footwork. It's really good on AP melees. If you don't have either of those two issues, you don't need to get through tanks, and you don't really require as much lane sustain. You know, just go Electrocute or Dark Harvest. They're both good. If you really want to be cheeky and take long, extended fights with your opponents in lane when there aren't that tanky champions, then, you know, consider Grasp. It's absolutely really good. You can go Phase Rush for the extra mobility, especially after the buff to melee champions. Like, I'm convinced that you could go any rune on Akali and you could easily consider it completely legit. And again, that is because her kit is so obscene, and it's also partially what makes her so powerful. It's the fact that you have so much flexibility in both your build path and your runes. I believe the only thing that is truly locked in stone is the fact that you really, really want Precision secondary or primary, because you do absolutely want Presence of Mind, which is probably the best rune on any energy user in the game, period. So, with all of that in mind, have fun playing Akali. Seriously, play her. She's a lot of fun, I promise. You'll probably feed your ass off the first 30 games, but you know, once you get her down, she's a lot of fun. So, thanks for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, please. It really helps out. If not, leave a dislike, and then tell me what I did wrong. And if you really love this content, consider subscribing. It would mean a great deal to me. So, yeah. Just remember, kids, when the cops aren't around, everything is legal.